Pulse. Welcome UNLV students to the Shotokan Karate Studies program. By now you should know you've already warmed up, you've gotten the warm-up that you feel your body needs, you're adequate for starting the program this morning. So let's go ahead and get started with our typical, quick, general warm-up. Ready? And Hajime. Ichi. Ni. San. Yon. Go. All right, warmed up good there. Let's turn to the side, bring our heels to our glutes. Good, all right. Let's go ahead and do some high knees as well. Get my workout recorded, here we go. High knees. You can do this slow, just like I'm doing. Again, just bringing your knees up. You can do it fast if you feel like kind of bouncing a little bit, working your calves a little bit. Or if you want to go slow, go slow. And yame. All right, let's come up on our toes, stretching out our calves. And yame. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and do some body hip twists. And yame. Good. Arm up, across the side, stretching out our shoulder. Good, other side. Again, don't hold these too long. Just doing dynamic stretches here. Nothing too static, nothing being held for too long. Switching over. Other side. Good. Feet just widen shoulder width. Go down, touch the floor. Go to the right. Back to center. Go to the left. Back to center. All right, make that a little wider. We're gonna go down to the right, turning up on our left heel, stretching out our hamstring. Good, now we're gonna turn to the left in a long front stance. Pushing on the quad here, pushing the knee over the toe. And down to a runner stand, or a runner stretch. Good. Back up. All right, we're gonna do everything to the other side now. Leaning to the left onto the right heel. Toes pointed up. Stretching out your hamstring. All right, let's rotate that all the way around. Good front stance, long, deep, pushing on the quad, pushing the knee out over the toe, getting a good stretch. Transition that into a runner stretch. And come back to center, come back standing. Good. Turn around, fix your gi. Back to me. Yoi. Subirachi. Free. Yoi. Seiza. Dojo Kun. 一つ人格完成に人を盛ること。一つ誠の道を守ること。一つと力の精神を養うこと。一つ礼儀を重んずること。一つ景気の湯を戒めること。Ready? That's it. よい。素晴らしい。Ready? よい。So today's class is a beginner class, and what I would like to do today is focus on some Kihon techniques. We're going to work on some drills, and we're going to work on some kata. So this will actually be more of a fitness class as we practice our Kihon techniques. All right. So I like to start off with a kata, then we'll roll into a drill, then we'll roll back into kata again, back to a drill, back and forth. All right. I'd like to focus on, as far as the drills are concerned, blocks with Gaya Kazuki. All right. I feel like a lot of the techniques that you tend to focus on are oizuki punches as you lunge forward, right? And you tend to less practice and work on that reverse punch, that Gaya Kazuki reverse punch. So we're going to work on that today. And then also I'd like to work on some kicks, all right? So I don't think that's focused on very much, especially up to this point. So we're going to work on our maegeris, our kiyagis, and our kikomis. So we're going to work on our front kicks today as well. So again, we'll kind of work a drill, and we'll go back to kata. As far as the katas are concerned, this being a beginner class, maximum we're going to go up to hand nidan. Okay, so don't worry about not having the skills or the, the skills yet to get up to like hand sandan or hand yandan, right? So as a beginner, again, this class would be for white belts up to orange belts. So for the most part, you're still, hand shodan and hand nidan. We won't worry about hand sandan very much at all. We may throw in some takioku katas just to get the practice in and just to have a kata that we're not repeating over and over and over and over. All right, so we'll probably do takioku shodan, and hand nidan as we go through our exercises today, as we go through and rotate between drills and kata. All right, so that said, let's go ahead and start with takioku shodan. Then we'll roll into a drill and we'll just continue going through class like that. Okay, so go ahead and find a space, make sure you have the room. Remember that takioku shodan is focused on chudan level punches, right? We're not going jodan quite yet, so just remember that. We're chudan level punches for everything. There are no blocks in this kata as far as, well, just your gedan block, but other than that, you're working on stances and you're working on that chudan level punch. All right, so find your spot. Let's go through protocol together. Ready? Yoi, suburachi, ready. Yoi. Announce kata. Takioku shodan. And hajime. This is your own speed and pace. Anyame. All right, so just to go back on, I should have stated this, all kata are going to be done at your own speed and pace. So I'm not going to count out the kata. All right, go through these at your own speed and pace. You should know these kata right at this point. So your own speed and pace as we go through kata. Okay. All right, so let's work on our first drill. So like I said, we're going to start off with blocks and Gaikuzuki. All right, so let's start off with Age Uke. So just for demonstration, obviously for every drill, we're going to start at the back of the room, move forward, Moate, come back, start on that side, go there, Moate, go back, and then start there, Moate, and go back. All right, so 3 different angles that we're going to be doing all of our drills. This is what the drill will look like, right? We'll start from Yoi, I'll announce, Geita Marai Kumite, step out into Geita Marai, and we're going to do Age Uke, Gaikuzuki. Age Uke, Gaikuzuki. That's 1 count. I'll say ni, step forward, Age Uke, Gaikuzuki. All right? So each count is 2 moves. Each count is Age Uke, Gaikuzuki reverse punch. I'll say ni. All right, Age Uke, Gaikuzuki reverse punch. San, and continue on. All right, the room. Okay, so again, like I said, we're going to go forward, Moate, and go back. If you don't have the room, this is an easy drill that you can do in place. All right, so if you're doing these in place, again, stepping out and Geita Marai Kumite. Ichi, ni. All right. So again, it can be done in place if that is a need for you based on the amount of room that you have or the amount of space that you have. All right, so don't think because you don't have the room that you can't come along and do these drills. You absolutely can. Okay. Focusing on, again, foot movement. All right, I want you to think about your Zenku Sudachi. Good front stance. Try not to telegraph your front foot before you move. All right, that's something that I want you to focus on, especially as a beginner, because it will get worse over time if you don't address it sooner than later. So again, without doing any moves, your front foot does not do this before every step. Okay? Lean into it. All right, front stance, there. Front stance, there. Don't turn your foot out, right? So don't, again, from here, don't do this. All right, I know you're prepping, and what everyone tends to do is prep that front foot to be the back foot. So they turn it out just slightly so that when they make their step, they don't have to turn that back foot because it's already turned. Try your best not to do that. All right, lean into, transfer your weight forward. All right, it's not necessarily a step as much as it is a glide forward. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Ready? Geita Marai Kumite. Age Uke, Gaikuzuki reverse punch. Ready? Ichi, ni, son, yon, go. Wate. Ready? Ichi, ni, son, yon, go. Wate. Close. All right, very good. Try to work this fast, all right? Try to work this so that you're doing your block and your punch, your block and your punch. What you should be coming away from is doing the block and then punching, all right? It should feel like a string of motion, okay? From the block to that counter strike, okay? Because that's what's happening, right? When you think about what's happening, okay? Someone is throwing a punch, it gets blocked up and away or deflected out to the side, right? And then the strike comes immediately so they don't have time to react and do their next technique, right? Think about that as you go through this. Let's go to this side. Ready? Geita Marai Kumite. Ready. Ageuke, Gaikuzuki reverse punch. And each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. Very good. All right. Keeping track of that front foot. All right. Not turning it out before every step. Keep track. Make sure you're moving forward, transferring that weight so that that front foot isn't turning out before each step. Okay. Ready. Get him right on the tip. And each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. And all right. Very good. All right. Let's do kata. All right. So actually, let's just rotate through kata. All right, so that's Takiyoku Shodan. Let's go ahead and do Takiyoku Nidan. What's the difference? Jodan level punches. That's it. Okay, Jodan level punches. So just go through Takiyoku Nidan. And I know I've taught it two different ways. All right, I know I've taught it with Ageuke down the middle. If that's the way you want to do it, perfectly fine. If you want to do it only punching, that's fine as well. Both versions of Takiyoku Nidan are perfectly acceptable. Okay? Do what you feel that you know. Do what you feel you're best at. Okay? Other than that, let's just get through it. Again, part of this class, getting your heart rate up. I want you to breathe through this. I want you to be tired, but still perform well. Okay? That's kind of the point of going through this exercise. We do the drill, we get back into kata, so that you're able to calm yourself, perform the kata the proper way, with as few mistakes as possible, please. All right. Takiyoku Nidan. Ready? Let's go through protocol. Yoi. Subarachi. Ready? Yoi. Takiyoku Nidan. Your own speed and pace. Ready? Hajime. Oi! Oi! And yame, very good. All right, so at the end of me performing each kata, I'll give you a few seconds to make sure you're able to wrap up your kata. Speeds are going to vary when we're doing these at our own speed and pace. All right. All right. So our next drill, again, a block with Gaikuzuki. So let's do Uchi-Uke. All right, Uchi-Uke, Gaikuzuki, just like we did for Ageuke. Self-explanatory, right? You got it. No need for additional explanation. No need for a demonstration. Ready? Find your spot. Get him right. Come take. Uchi-Uke, Gaikuzuki. Ready? Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. Ready? Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. Amen. All right, very good. All the things we're looking for are still present here. Okay? Hip movement to throw your block. Hip movement to throw that Gaikuzuki reverse punch. Hip drive for both of these techniques. Feet, still not telegraphing that front foot as you move forward. All things to think about. Widen your stance so that you're not teetering back and forth. All right. Deep stance. Make sure your feet are not here, okay, for a front stance. Get into that front stance. All right. Okay. Just some things to think about as you go through this. Ready? Get them right from the tape. Ready. And hajime. Ichi. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. And ichi. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. And me. Good. All right. Good speed here. We'll keep up this pace. Okay. Ready? Get him where I can take. And each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. And then. Oh, pulse. Very good. All right. So now let's go to our next kata. Hand Shotokan. All right. Hand Shotokan. A little bit more complex than your Taikyoku katas. Traditional versus Kihon. All right. Okay. Get ready. All right. So again, a couple things different, right? Have our hammer fist. We have our Agyoki rising blocks. Okay. And we have our Shutokes at the end. All right. So keep those things in mind. Again, at this point, you're breathing heavily. Okay. We're not taking big breaks. Let's get right into hand Shotokan. Ready? Your own speed and pace. Protocol together. Yoi. Subirachi. Ready? Yoi. Hand Shotokan. Your own speed and pace. Hajime. And yame. Pulse, very good. All right, so let's go ahead into our next drill. Let's do Gedan. All right, so down block, Gedan Barai, followed by Gaikuzuki reverse punch. The first one is going to be slightly different, right? Because we step into Gedan. So we're going to step into Gedan. When I say Ichi, that's one. Ni, step, punch. Okay, so the first one halfway done, just throw the punch. The rest, you're going to throw the block and the punch, just like we've done for the rest of these drills. All right, the only difference is we're stepping into Gedan Barai from the start, so half of that count of the drill is already done. Okay, don't get too confused. All right, catch right back up if you get confused here at the beginning. Ready? Get him right from two. And each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. Rook. One. Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. Rook. And the latte. All right, this one, in my opinion, exudes a little bit more power. Stand up. All right, watch me as we go from this side to this side. Still doing your drill at the same time as possible. Maybe watch me the first few, pause, rewind, start with me. Stay upright with your body. Don't lean forward to punch. Stay upright. All right, with all these techniques, you should be staying as upright as possible. Low into your stance, sink low into your stance. The reverse punch, okay? Hip twist. Block, drive with that hip, all right? Still keeping an eye on that front foot, all right? Still keeping an eye, trying to mitigate that twitch out, all right? As much as possible. Ready? Get it right on the tape. Hey! And each knee. Some. Young. Go. Rook. One. Ready. Each knee. Some. Young. Go. Rook. One. And then. Pulse. Very good. All right, let's go to the other side. Ready? Get it right on the tape. Hey! Each knee. Some. Young. Go. Rook. One. Each knee. Some. Young. Go. Rook. Latte. Amen. Pulse. Very good. All right. If you're new, again, beginner, we're going to Heian Nidan. Completely different kata. All right. A lot of elements that are different in Heian Nidan as opposed to what we've done with the Takeoku katas to this point, even Heian up to this point. Okay. The pattern is similar, but the Kihon techniques are very different. Okay? Heian Nidan. So, when you start, make sure you have room for your side kick. Ready? Protocol together. Yoi. Subidachi. Ready? Yoi. Now it's kata. Heian Nidan. And your own speed and pace. Ready? Hajime. And Yame. All right, very good. Okay, for our techniques or for our drills, let's do some kicking drills. All right, I know this isn't something that we focused on in the past up to this point. Hopefully you're doing it on your own, but let's do Maegeri Kiagi. All right, so front snap kick with your hands. Do whatever you want. All right. We will start in, again, front stance, so I'll call Gate number right kumite to here. From here, put your hands on your hips. Put your hands up in guard. Put your hands down by your side. Whatever you feel comfortable doing to practice these kicks. All right, it's going to be a rear leg front kick. You do your front kick as you step forward. All right, so let me demonstrate again. It'll look like this. Gate number right kumite. Step, Prep your hands wherever you want them. If you want them up here, that's fine. On the call, ichi, ni. Okay? So you're alternating your kick, left and right. All right? This kick is a snap kick. Okay? It is not a thrust kick. So a quick snap, up, back, down. You don't want your opponent catching your legs. That snap should come fairly quickly. All right, impact. You don't need to worry about that here because it's a drill. We're not really worrying about impacting on a bag or your opponent or anything like that. They're not holding pads. So your striking platform, flat, toes, all right, whatever you feel comfortable doing, whatever maybe you feel like you need practice with. All right, so again, this is a snap kick, and potentially what you're doing with this is moving your opponent back. All right, maybe you're just throwing something to get them to defend so that you can attack later or with your next technique. Right? Maybe all it is I'm going to kick to get them to move left or right so that I can attack with my right hand. Okay, I'm going to throw a right kick. They move so I can strike quickly. All right, the kick is just a diversion. Then again, the kick can just be a way of someone coming into you and you getting them to step back. All right, still a powerful kick. Kick to the groin, kick to the knees. All right, still a kick to the stomach. All right, maybe the solar plexus. If you can reach the chin, okay, it's still a very powerful, fast kick, okay, that doesn't take a lot of wind up, doesn't take a lot of thought to get through. All right, that's enough on that. Let's go ahead and do this drill. Okay, ready? Get him right from tip. Hey. Maegere kiagi, front snap kick. Place your hands where you want. Watch that front foot from twitching. Ready? Ichi, ni, san, yon. Have room. Go. Latte. Ichi, ni, san, yon. Go. Latte. Man. All right, very good. So, know your spacing, right? Know your target distance. As you can tell there, I was very close to the camera, but I knew I had the distance to execute my kick without kicking over the camera, without having to shorten my stance or do anything like that. Same thing on the way back, all right? I knew that last kick was gonna be close, but I knew it wasn't gonna touch the wall. I knew I didn't have to shorten my stance or make any adjustments. So start to kind of gauge that and learn that. Learn your distance. Okay? Learn how far you can throw that kick, causing impact or without causing any impact. Okay? Let's go to this side. Ready? Get him right, take. Position your hands. Ready? Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. One. Amen. Pulse. All right, very good. Stance. All right. When your foot comes down, make sure you're staying wide in your stance. All right. Don't get too linear. Don't start lining up your feet. That's when you're going to start teetering back and forth. You start to lose your balance. All right. I think that was all I wanted to touch on there. Just want to think for a second. Again, try not to twist that front foot. Sink into your kick. All right. Don't raise up to do the kick. Okay. Sink and transfer that weight. All right. Again, keep that low ceiling in effect, just like you do for all of your movement with Zen Kusudachi with that front stance as you're walking. Remember that low ceiling so you don't bump your head. You're still doing that for this kick. All right. Kick level, doesn't matter. I don't care if you're kicking chewed on or Jodan, or even Gadan. All right, do what you feel you have to do to get through the drill. All right, let's go back. Ready? Get him right, take. Position your hands. Good wide stance. Watch that front foot twitch. All right, sink in, moving forward. Don't bump your head on the ceiling. Ready? Ich, ni, san, yon, go. One, ich, ni, san, yon, go. One, yame, os. All right, very good. Okay, there's our kick drill. Let's go back to Takiyoku Shodan. Okay, first kata. Again, like I said, we're just gonna rotate through. All right, so we're gonna do Takiyoku Shodan. We're gonna do another kick drill. We're gonna do Kikomi instead of Kiyagi. All right, and then let's just see where we are. All right, ready? Go to call together. Ubadachi. This Ubadachi, ready? Yoi. And now it's kata. Takiyoku Shodan. All right. Your own speed and pace. And hajime. And yame. Good. Okay. So, again, fairly simple kata. I took that one a little bit slower than normal, just because I wanted to kind of focus a little bit more on the technique. Always think about that when you're going through kata. All right, going through kata is not about going through kata. Sometimes going through kata is focusing on technique. Sometimes you're focusing on stance. Sometimes you're focusing on your timing. All right, and sometimes you're focusing on the kata. There's a lot of things that kata can bring. All right, as you practice it. So think about that as you go through kata. I'm going to focus on this time. I'm going to focus on that this time. All right, so when you decide to focus on various things, sometimes it slows down, sometimes it speeds up. So just be aware of that as you practice any kata. Okay. All right, so for this drill, Maigeri Kikomi, thrust kick. Your leg should be acting like a piston, pushing out. All right. This one is definitely a good kick for backing up your opponent. As they step to you, you are thrusting. Okay, thrust that foot forward. This time you're striking with pretty much the bottom of your foot. Potentially your toes, okay, the ball of your foot. Not necessarily your toes, the ball of your foot. Or the entire bottom of your foot. I think you can see my bag here, but again, it's, all right. The snap kick is completely different. It's coming from up underneath, right? That's a snap kick. Whereas the thrust kick is up, push, back, down. Up, push, back, down. All right, the snap is, all right, so there's your difference. All right, hopefully you got that. All right, so let's work on this thrust kick. Thrust your foot forward. This is completely different, okay? It's gonna tire you out more, but I want to be able to see that you are thrusting that foot. There is a slight lean back to make sure you're able to get that foot thrust forward. All right, let's go again. Very similar to the last one, right? Ready? Get them where I can take. Hey! Adjust your hands. Ready? Maigeri Kikomi, front thrust kick. Ready? Ich, ni, san, yon, And moate. Ready? Ichi, ni, san, yon, go. And moate. And yame. Os. Good. All right. So again, knowing your distance here is important. I knew that I was going to kick the camera with that last one, so I donated 4 for the turn, but I knew that I stepped back and could get that last one done. Practice that. Know that. All right. Use a bag if you have to. Use the wall if you have to. Understand what your distance is so that you know if the real thing comes. What is my distance on this kick? Do I need to get closer to this person? All right. Do I need to step back a little bit to make sure this is executed properly? Those are things that you should be assessing, right, at all times in a self-defense situation. All right, let's go over here. Ready? Get him right, take. Position your hands. Ready? Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. 1. Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. 1. Amen. Very good. All right. One more with this drill, starting on this side. Ready? Get him right, take. Position your hands. And each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. 1. Each. Ni. San. Yon. Go. 1. Amen. Os. All right, very good. Okay, so I've gotten through the drills that I want to get through today. Okay, let's finish up by performing our our 2 traditional kata. Need to practice always, right? Hand Shotokan, quick break, hand Nidan. Focus on your technique. Focus on your stances. Focus on not telegraphing your front foot. Focus on good hip movement. Okay? Go through these kata properly. Good timing. Right? They're going to be at your own speed and pace. Right? It's not a race. Don't try to finish before me. Okay? Go through the kata. Think about what you want to focus on the kata. Do you want to focus on stances? You want to focus on punches? You want to focus on your blocks? You need to really focus on and work on your Shotokan. Okay? These are all things that you can focus on with both of these kata. Okay? Ready? Find your spot. Vertical together. Yoi. Surachi. Break. Yoi. And now it's kata. Here. Shun. Own speed and pace. Hajime. Yame. Oh, very good. All right, so there's hand Shotokan. Let's go through hand Nidan. We'll wrap up class for today. Okay, ready? Make sure you have room behind you for your kick. And yoi. Surachi. Right? Yoi. Hand Nidan. and your own speed and pace. Ajay. Hey. Yeah, man, very good. All right. So, gone through a lot today, right? Gone through kata several times. Some good drills, some good basic drills, right? So we got our blocks with Gaikuzuki. We went into our kicks, and we got to practice a lot of kata, right? Our Kakyoku katas, as well as Heian Shodan and Heian Nidan, okay? All right, let's come back to center of class. Yoi. Sudachi. Right. Yoi. Seiza. All right, today's meditation, go through any of the drills that we went through, not necessarily the kata, but go through the drills, all right? Think about all the things that are important when you go through these drills. Your stance, your foot movement, not telegraphing with that foot, okay? That's just the bottom half. As far as your top half, it depends on the drill, right? Okay, how's your age-uke? How's your uchi-uke? Do you have good hip movement with your Gaikuzuki reverse punch? All right, Wakuso. Mokusuyume, Sensei Niri, Tate, Yoi, Sudachi, Right, Yoi, Os. All right, thank you students for joining me for this class today again. I think we got a lot of things done, right, in the class. Good aerobic workout, good karate, physical workout. Practice on katas and practice on some good Kihon techniques and combinations with our blocks and our Gaikuzuki reverse punch. All right. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in the next class.